real quick shout out to Macomb Powersports for making this video happen. They are allowing me to ride all these different motorcycles to give you my honest opinion on them. Very knowledgeable and friendly staff, so if you're in the area or don't mind to drive, check these guys out. Big step over on this bike. It's this tall. I'm like not quite flat footing. If I put all my weight down, kinda, I'm 5'10". Keep that in mind, shorter riders. This is a little bit taller bike. Let's turn it on. I don't know if I like this here. It's kind of weird. You might be able to like zip tie it down. Anyway, let's start her up. Looks like we do have a gear indicator here. We've got a interesting display, but a display is nice. Let's do a quick slow lap around the place. This thing does not feel like it wants to go slow. It feels like it wants to just go fast, like it's screaming to be shifted into second already. It feels good. I mean, it feels comfortable. It's really upright. Alright, this is not what I'm going to take on the freeway, only because it's a 300 and that doesn't feel like fun today. A little windy today, a little chilly as well. Let me get out of this wind. It's very windy, so hopefully the audio isn't horrible, but it's a pretty comfortable bike. I mean, if you ride dirt bikes, this is going to feel right at home. Wide grip, I like that. I'm gonna have to test out the brakes here. The shifter's not super clunky. You don't really feel it, but it's not bad. So we're gonna turn here. Honestly, it handles pretty well. Get a little gas. Being a 300, it definitely doesn't have a ton of get up and go, but it's not bad. Make sure my camera's still with us. It's a little shaky at faster speeds, but that could also just be the wind. Brakes they're not the touchiest brakes, so you need a little bit more stopping distance. Interesting to balance at slow speed. Definitely not a fun stop and go bike for a shorter rider, but it's actually it's very comfortable. Does feel a little bit twitchy, so at slower speeds it's a little weird to balance, but this is kind of one of those bikes that you want to have a bit more bike control to ride, because this is a bike that you could take more off-roading, kind of do some more technical terrain. The twitchiness is going to make this it is going to be an advantage to that kind of riding, but you do get the most amount of performance. Handling is really nice though. I don't like the turn signal spot, but it's probably just my hands. It's not horrible. Also not a big fan of these grips, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, a little shaky at top speeds, but to be expected. It is basically a dirt bike, and it's not a very heavy bike either. So even though it is big and kind of tall and upright, it's not very heavy. The throttle is not super responsive. Oh yeah, it definitely needs some extra stopping power. Yeah, it handles bumps and rough terrain, no problem. Yeah, that's where this bike excels. If you live in a dirt road, I mean, you could ride this anywhere. I'm not going to take it in the grass, but real tempted to just rip it into the grass here. It's not bad. Now that I've gotten used to the clutch a little bit, it's pretty forgiving. Doesn't have a ton of low-end power. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of power in general, but enough power to be fun, and a little bit more beginner friendly, because it's not just gonna rip you off the back end. I like it. Big enough for two people. It's got some foot pegs in the back. Make sure my camera's still with us. Barely. My camera's barely with us. It's gonna be touching the ground at any moment. Let me stop here real quick. Oh, it completely disconnected from the bar. I wonder if it got too hot. Looks like it melted. Well, the exhaust spot, definitely not the best spot for the mount. What if we just hold it next to me? Is that going to impede my driving? We'll find out. All right, it got a little hot, got a little melted. We're chilling with the 360 camera next to us now. That's all right. These bumpy roads, no problem. You got so much suspension on this thing. Now we're going to have to, because we're going to get right in front of this car. It even has a little, hey, shift you f***ing idiot light. That's really cool, especially for beginner riders. I think this is a really beginner friendly bike, as long as you're not super short. If you're short, it's not going to be the most fun. So stop and go traffic, also not fun for somebody of my height, at 5'10". Yeah, stop and go even at 5'10" would be kind of annoying, but I don't think that this is the bike for that. This isn't your get on the freeway bike. This isn't your you know, riding in heavy traffic. This is like the little downtown ripper. You're going to work or whatever. This would be kind of sick. But where I see this is if you're living on a dirt road or some back roads and stuff, and you want something that'll do all the terrains. If you got real bumpy roads, dirt roads, you want to rip this thing off-road too, you could take it with your buddies to the track and ride some dirt with this. It'll do it all. Obviously you're not going to be going as fast or getting the torque that you would on a little bit bigger bike, and it's not quite as stable at high speeds, but you'll still be just fine. And it's got a lot of suspension. It's really fun. Like you feel like you could just jump this thing off curbs. Very much dirt bike vibes. Also, since this is an on-road review, it's smooth on the road. Like, everything feels very smooth. I'm not getting a ton of vibration even with these non-super on-road tires. My poor mount. So yeah, who this bike is for, I always like to do that at the end of these videos. Oh, nice, buddy. There's a curb there. Anyways, who this bike is for, this is for your beginner, or not. I mean, this could be fun for somebody who's not a beginner, just like a slightly lesser expensive bike, and something that, you know, you're not necessarily carrying to absolutely rip it. Not that you can't, it's just there are bikes out there that would do a bit better at that. So yeah, we're just gonna cut this way. I feel like this will be just fine. So yeah, I mean, this really checks all the boxes for somebody who wants a do-it-all on-road, off-road mix. This would be fun. Like I said, just keep in mind, shorter riders, definitely not the shortest bike. Anyway, that's my review. Yeah, a lot of fun. Again, if you're in the area, Macomb Powersports, this is the place, and we're gonna get another test ride review going for you. Thanks for watching.